Picture this. A joyful wedding celebration in a small Galilean village suddenly faces disaster. The wine has run out, threatening to turn celebration into shame. But among the guests stands a carpenter from Nazareth who's about to change everything, not just for this wedding, but for all of human history. We're in Cana of Galilee, around 27 AD. Jesus is approximately 30 years old and has just begun his public ministry. He's recently been baptized by John the Baptist and has gathered his first disciples. The Jewish culture of this time holds weddings as sacred, week-long celebrations where running out of wine would bring profound embarrassment to the host family. This social context makes what happens next even more significant. Mary, Jesus' mother, notices the crisis first. She approaches her son with a simple statement: "They have no wine." Jesus responds in a way that might seem puzzling to us today. "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come," he says, as recorded in John chapter 2, verse 4. He's not being disrespectful. The term woman was a respectful address in that culture. But his words reveal something deeper. Jesus knows that performing this miracle will mark the beginning of a public ministry that will ultimately lead to the cross. Mary, with remarkable faith, tells the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." This simple instruction reveals her complete trust in her son. Jesus then points to 6 stone water jars, each holding 20 to 30 gallons. These jars aren't for drinking. They're used for Jewish ceremonial washing, making what happens next even more symbolic. Jesus instructs the servants to fill these jars to the brim with water. They obey, filling them completely. Then comes the moment that changes everything. Jesus tells them to draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. No dramatic gestures, no incantations, no fanfare. The water has become wine. Not just any wine, but wine so exceptional that the master of the banquet calls the bridegroom and says, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink, but you have saved the best till now." This miracle, recorded in John chapter 2, verses 1 through 11, is Jesus' first public sign. John's Gospel tells us that Jesus revealed his glory and his disciples believed in him. Think about what this miracle demonstrates. Jesus has power over creation itself. He transforms approximately 120 to 180 gallons of water into premium wine with just a word. But the miracle goes deeper than mere transformation of molecules. Jesus chooses a wedding for his first miracle, affirming the goodness of marriage and celebration. He uses ceremonial washing jars, hinting that he's bringing something new that will surpass the old covenant. He provides abundance, not just enough wine, but an overflowing supply. These details aren't accidents. They're previews of who Jesus is and what he's come to do. After Cana, Jesus travels to Capernaum, a fishing village on the Sea of Galilee that becomes his ministry headquarters. Here, the miracles continue. In the synagogue on the Sabbath, Jesus encounters a man possessed by an evil spirit. The demon recognizes Jesus immediately, crying out, "What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." This recognition is significant. The spiritual realm knows Jesus' true identity, even when many humans don't. Jesus rebukes the spirit with authority. "Be quiet, come out of him." Mark chapter 1 verse 26 describes what happens next. The evil spirit shakes the man violently and comes out with a shriek. The people are amazed, asking each other, "What is this? A new teaching with authority." He even gives orders to evil spirits and they obey him. News about Jesus spreads quickly throughout Galilee. That same day, Jesus goes to Simon Peter's house. Peter's mother-in-law is suffering from a high fever. In that era, fevers are often fatal, and there's no modern medicine to combat infection. Jesus approaches her bedside, takes her hand, and helps her up. Luke chapter 4 verse 39 tells us the fever leaves her immediately. What happens next is remarkable. She doesn't need recovery time. She immediately begins serving them, demonstrating complete healing. As evening comes, the entire town gathers at Peter's door. They bring everyone who's sick with various diseases. Mark chapter 1 verse 34 records that Jesus heals many who have different kinds of sickness and drives out many demons. He works late into the night, touching lives, restoring bodies, freeing captives. This isn't just compassion in action. It's the kingdom of God breaking into human history. Very early the next morning, while it's still dark, Jesus goes to a solitary place to pray. This pattern is crucial. Before and after ministry, Jesus connects with his Father. When the disciples find him, they say, "Everyone is looking for you." The crowds want more miracles. But Jesus replies, "Let us go somewhere else, to the nearby villages, so I can preach there also. That is why I have come." This statement reveals something essential about Jesus' mission. The miracles aren't the end goal. They're signs pointing to a greater reality. They demonstrate that God's kingdom is breaking into the world, that Jesus has authority over sickness, demons, nature, and even death itself. Each miracle is a preview of the complete restoration that Jesus will ultimately bring. In another early miracle, Jesus encounters a man with leprosy. Leprosy in biblical times is a devastating diagnosis. It means social isolation, religious exclusion, and slow physical deterioration. The man approaches Jesus and kneels before him. His words reveal remarkable faith. "If you are willing, you can make me clean." He doesn't doubt Jesus' power, only whether Jesus will choose to heal him. Jesus does something shocking. He reaches out and touches the man. In that culture, touching a leper makes you ceremonially unclean. It's forbidden. But Jesus isn't contaminated by the man's uncleanness. Instead, his purity overcomes the disease. "I am willing," Jesus says. "Be clean." Immediately the leprosy leaves, and the man is cured, as recorded in Mark chapter 1, verse 42. These first miracles establish a pattern that continues throughout Jesus' ministry. He demonstrates authority over nature, sickness, demons, and social barriers. He shows compassion for the suffering and marginalized. He reveals God's character and kingdom through tangible acts of power and mercy. Each miracle is both a gift to individuals and a sign to everyone watching. For us today, these miracles remind us that Jesus isn't just a moral teacher or wise philosopher. He's God incarnate, wielding divine power with perfect love. The same Jesus who turned water into wine, who healed the sick, who cast out demons, is alive today. He still transforms lives, still breaks chains, still brings hope to hopeless situations. The miracles at the beginning of his ministry were just the start of a revolution that continues to this day, changing hearts and lives across every generation and culture.